Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning, coming off of a wintry weekend of ice and snow. Now, the snow, it wasn't as heavy as expected for most, but still did have its impacts, especially in far southeastern areas. And now we're left with bitterly cold Arctic air in place. Because of that, a cold weather advisory, which is brand new for this winter. This replaces the old wind chill advisory maps. The National Weather Service will now be using cold weather advisory, cold weather warning, basically to cover both cold temperatures and or cold wind chills out there. In this case, the wind chills are as cold as 15 to 25 below. This will mostly go till 11 a.m. Goes till noon today in southeastern areas here, but and then Norton, Kansas till 10 a.m. But it is a frigid morning out there. We do have some clouds that are going to be moving in. These are going to be kind of a partly cloudy to mostly cloudy type day here today after seeing some clearing overnight. So I think we'll still see some sun today, but it is going to be a frigid day today, not warming up much. Tonight, maybe some flurries, otherwise mostly cloudy skies continue. Now, temperatures may actually rise a little bit later in the night because of the thickening clouds and winds beginning to pick up after midnight. So temperatures may rise later in the night. We may see a middle of the night low temperature. Tomorrow's going to be a mostly cloudy day for most of us, a bit on the breezy side. It's going to stay cold out there. And then tomorrow night, another frigid night. Only concern right now is, will we see fog develop? If this were to happen, this could mess up our Wednesday plans. I'm hoping for more sun on Wednesday, which should hopefully start to warm things up at least a little bit for the middle of the week. Highs today, mid to upper teens, low to mid 20s for most of us. A little bit better out west, upper 20s, lower 30s there. These temperatures are well below average for this time of the year. We'll dip back into the single digits and lower teens tonight. Not nearly as cold as this morning, but still plenty cold. And these, again, may be middle of the night lows. We may actually see these temperatures rise back up to around 10 by sunrise tomorrow as those winds begin to pick up and the clouds thicken up. But it's still going to be another cold day tomorrow, highs in the teens and 20s. Colder to the north, better to the southwest and southeast, but even then, those places will actually be colder than today. Tri-Cities probably very similar to today, if not slightly warmer, but not much different. Tomorrow night, kind of a blend of single digits above and below zero. Another frigid night ahead of us here. And then Wednesday, a little bit better as we get back up into the mid to upper 20s, low to mid 30s. Now, something to keep in mind the coming days ahead. There's a lot more snow on the ground here. So these places here in the southeast are likely going to stay a little colder. The snowpack's a lot deeper here. There was 12 inches of snow at least down in the Beloit, Kansas area. That was kind of one of the higher totals in our area or close to our area. Even though it didn't end up being as much as expected. There were still some hard-hit areas out there. Looking forward to Thursday, it may actually warm up a little bit more. A lot of us may be getting near and above freezing, other than southeastern areas, just ahead of the next chance of snow, which comes in Thursday night into Friday morning. Let's take a look at that extended forecast. So again, we do warm things up a little bit later on this week here. Not a major warm-up, though. We're not going to see those 50s and 60s like what we saw back in December. We get a round of snow possible late Thursday night into Friday morning, and then another chance over the weekend. It's a low-end chance right now. It's something we'll keep an eye on, though. But again, we trend warmer, but we're still looking at mostly near and below average temperatures in the long range, even into the first half of next week. So we're not going to see any major warm-ups anytime soon. If you look at the North Platte forecast, like we've been saying a lot recently, not as cold as the Tri-Cities. A slight chance of snow coming Thursday evening, and then another small chance Saturday afternoon and evening. That might mix with rain here if it's warm enough. We'll see some models hinting at rain, some at snow. We'll see. I'm barely mentioning it right now, just a 20% chance. I'm not real confident in that right now. Again, not a major warm-up coming in anytime soon here, but at least better than the Tri-Cities. You're looking at highs that will be back up in the 30s and again low 40s maybe on Saturday. As we look at the extended outlooks here, let's look at the European model first. Let's jump ahead. Now, we could get some flurries these next 24 to 48 hours, but not much expected there. Let's jump ahead to Thursday night. Here's that round of snow. It looks like a much bigger beast to our south. We're on the northern fringes of this here, so I'm expecting mostly light accumulation, but I would say southern Nebraska, northern Kansas would see a lot more or better chances than northern Nebraska would. And then it moves to the east. Next chance this weekend. Here comes that Saturday afternoon, Saturday night chance, and it doesn't look like much right now. That's why I only went with a 20% chance. Otherwise, some other minor chances of flurries. Not much down the road. Let's look at the GFS model. Okay, flurries the next couple of days, maybe. Let's jump ahead to Thursday night. Again, bigger beast to our south. We may get a little bit of snow Thursday night and Friday morning. Looking ahead to the weekend, here comes that chance of snow. This model's a little more aggressive with the snow over the weekend, Saturday night to Sunday morning. Not much after that. Next week looks mostly dry right now. Anyway, let's take a look at the temperature trends. We'll wrap it up here. Again, we are in some bitterly cold air right now, although there's not a lot of really big, deep purple or pink out there, but it's cold for our area. You get another shot there Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. Then we'll warm up a little bit Wednesday into Thursday. Slightly colder Friday. Then warming up a little bit over the weekend. No true warm-ups. We may get another shot of Arctic air, at least a glancing shot of it next week, though. So we may struggle to warm up much. In fact, really the only warm air is either down to the Gulf Coast or way out in the West Coast there. Let's look at the GFS model. It's the last one we're going to look at here. And another shot of colder air Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. Slightly warmer Wednesday to Thursday. Then another shot of cooler air Friday. Weekend looks a little better, but not much. And then keep getting these little shots of colder air next week. We'll see. But the GFS does want to warm us up a little bit, unlike the European model. So next week's still a little up in the air. We'll see how things play out for next week here. But big thing is staying warm today. Be careful on those slick roads out there today as well. Otherwise, hope you all have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you all again on Tuesday morning. Take care, and God bless. Bye.